Hello everyone, welcome to youtube.com/noblewoos. Today I'm going to be talking about Wuzzles. I have heard from a few of you guys that you want me to make more videos about old Woozworld, so here's another one. But before we start, I would love to thank 𝕬𝕝𝕕𝕤𝕕 and Stephanie Rodriguez for supporting my channel. If you joined Woozworld around 2020 or later, you probably have zero idea what Wuzzles are. Wuzzles were puzzle-type games that would reward you if you completed them. But today, they're a thing of the past. Like I said, Wuzzles were pretty much mini puzzle games in Woozworld. You could get Wuzzle boards and then collect the puzzle pieces for that specific board, and when you completed it, you would get the prize. When these were completed, the pieces and the board would disappear from your inventory, and you would receive the item shown on the Wuzzle as a reward for completing it. You didn't have to complete it all at the same time, as you could quit it midway and then your progress would be saved so that you could resume completing it later on. All Wuzzles were different sizes, some had as few as 9 pieces, and others had over 36. Wuzzles actually came in rarities as well. There was common, uncommon, rare, very rare, extremely rare, and insanely rare. The more rare the Wuzzle, the better prize you would receive. The prizes could include things such as special clothing, furniture, beaks, and even Woo pets, which are now besties. You could find various Wuzzle boards and pieces in Wuzzle stores made by Woozworld. Certain Wuzzle pieces were sold in packs with Woos. Now I'm going to tell you how you could actually play a Wuzzle. First of all, you obviously needed to buy or otherwise obtain the Wuzzle board that corresponded to the prize that you wanted. You could get them by buying them directly in the in-game stores and shops. Some of them were sold in packs that you could buy for Woos. The Wheel of Winds, aka the Daily Wheel, Daily Spin, whatever you want to call it, also could include some Wuzzle boards or pieces. Certain quizzes would reward you with Wuzzle pieces. One example is the Woos Band quiz. It gave you one Wuzzle piece as the prize. Other events and contests could also award Wuzzle pieces. These were themed contests or ones for holidays. Wuzzle prizes were only given out sometimes for these events. Once you obtained all of the pieces of the Wuzzle, you would go in the Wuzzle in your inventory and press play. There, you could drag each piece to its correct location on the Wuzzle board, and in order to complete it, you had to place all pieces in the correct spots. Once every piece was placed correctly, the reward, which was whatever was shown on the Wuzzle, would be given to you. The board and pieces would then vanish from your inventory. Because of the varying sizes and rarities with Wuzzles, some of them were more time-consuming or challenging to complete than others. In 2020, Wuzzles were unfortunately removed from Woozworld during the transition to Woozworld 10, which was the Unity version of Woozworld. This was after Flash got shut down. Along with Wuzzles, several older game features were discontinued, such as spells, books, plants, cooking, mystery gifts, and Woo pets, which were later brought back to Woozworld the next year. Wuzzles were mentioned in Woozworld's 10th anniversary news article. It states, yes, the Wuzzles. Unfortunately, at this time, they are not making a return, but we found some items that may have never been available in the past. As of right now, Wuzzles are a legacy feature, which is a part of Woozworld's history. And ever since that news article released, which at this point was about 5 or 6 years ago, Woozworld has not said anything about Wuzzles anywhere. They haven't mentioned Wuzzles anywhere or said anything about them returning to the game. That is pretty much the last time we've heard Woozworld say anything about them. Although Wuzzles sadly no longer exist in the game, they do still exist in old players' memories. A lot of old players really miss Wuzzles and want Woozworld to bring them back. Collecting Wuzzles was also a very big and popular thing that players would do back in the day when they still existed. From what I remember, I personally didn't really collect Wuzzles. I know I did a few, but I wasn't a big collector of them. I used to see videos of people just scrolling and showing off every single Wuzzle that they completed, and boy oh boy, some people just completed so many Wuzzles. It was crazy. I'm really curious if Woozworld will bring them back to the game one day like they did with pets. But from the looks of it, it doesn't look like they will be returning anytime soon. Please feel free to comment down below any opinions you may have, any memories you may have regarding Wuzzles. Do you want Woozworld to bring them back? I really would like to see your guys' comments on this video. I know this was kind of short, but honestly, there isn't really much to say about Wuzzles. I mean, they were pretty simple. Let me know if you guys want any more videos on old Woozworld features and stuff like that, because when I make these types of videos, I feel so much nostalgia when I go and edit them and when I do all the research. It makes me feel so happy, but also sad. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye-bye!